I think all of us are probably going to be on the same page where like the only chance Conor really has is to knock out
a puncher's chance.
First 2 minutes.
A puncher's chance.
And probably
Got
in
2
the
minutes.
first or second round. Probably you just think
Second round, I don't even think. I think he got 2 minutes in him.
Max is big, man.
He's big.
He's probably the bigger framed guy.
Yeah.
You know, in that fight. So
His shoulders are narrow, but his arms are long. His bones are thick. His legs are thick. Max
got
probably
thick legs,
gets up
yeah.
to 190.
My last 3 fights, I won by knockout against 2 former champs. You know, Ian, the last 3 fights, he won 2 fights, 1 against me, of course, and 2 fights he won by decision. You know, so after Ian, I will be the next, bro. I don't want to fight nobody.
I got you.
Morales, Sean Brady, they can cry, they can scream, but I will be the next. I'm gonna fight the winner. Get the belt, and then maybe ask Topuria if he want to come to 170, let's do this, let's dance. It's a super fight, you know, money fight.
Ilya, he talks about you, you talk about him. You think you have all the tools you need to beat him? Is there something specifically you think he does well?
I just believe myself, you know. I believe myself I can beat him.
Is there something about his fighting style you think that works well for him? His boxing?
He has a good boxing, calf kick, that's all.
That's it?
Yeah.
You don't think he's multi-dimensional, multiple tools? You think he has very limited tools?
He has a good pace, good boxing, and good calf kick, that's all.
If you had to fight Justin or Ilya, which one would you rather fight?
Ilya.
Why is that?
I mean, if you beat Justin, they say this guy is old and he's done.
What did you just make of that whole thing? And like, it was very impressive to see your composure. And I know you're not the type to get like riled up, but when someone's, you know, flipping you off and saying those things and saying you won't do shit and all that, just like, what was your biggest takeaway from that whole experience?
You guys saw over there, you know what I mean? I don't understand English, and I think Topuria felt bad. He saw that, and he stepped up as a brother, threw that bottle, whatever the case it was, on Hooket's face. He saw that he was going too far. And man, to Hookett, how gonna even talk about that guy? Maybe he's one of those that not even probably get along with his family. You see the way the guy had that attitude. Maybe he don't get along with his brother, stuff like that. Like, he doesn't seem to be a guy that is problematic part of the family. You know? Man, like, they were together right now because nothing happened before, but 5 weeks after this, probably gonna have a lot of people around not letting things happen. And Alex just gonna stay cool and compose like he always is. And if on 5 weeks this guy is able to get to him to try to do anything, it's just messed up by the organization. But he's gonna stay, Alex gonna stay the same. It was really cool to have Topuria around this week. He gave us a ride on the jet that he got to the White House. We went with him. You know what I mean? It was really cool. They're really good guys. We also training my gym in New York, but not training together because Topuria go do his own training, do our own training, but sharing the same room while he do meet and everything. So I think we're beginning to have a very good friendship with the teams. You know what I mean? Something really good. He's a really nice guy.
That's one of the reasons I never liked fighting. I never really liked it. First, you can get hurt, but also it's heartbreaking. It's like you have done all this for ending up losing. It's the feeling is terrible. It's like terrible. But the winning is
the highest.
Yeah, when you win everything, you feel like everything, all that sacrifice was worth it, right?
Absolutely.
Some guys like. Do you like fighting? How do you feel about fighting?
I don't, now being removed from it, I'm not the biggest fan just because the financial aspect of it, right? But I think I think me fighting and like understanding like, hey, this is the problem. How can I figure this person out? I love that aspect of it, like the IQ of it and the gamemanship of it. I love that. But like hurting somebody, hitting somebody, I never like that.
It's the same here.
And I'm like, God.
I like to go to the gym and have the freedom to do whatever the hell I want, but the price to pay is that You have to be ready on the day that you
Yep.
gotta fight.
Yep.
That's what suck about it, right?
Yeah, and then each time like I would fight, like, it would just I told a story that not sure, but I was in Japan and I saw a picture of me screaming like and I was like, I don't know who that person is. Like I don't recognize him.
Here's what's kind of weird. Talk about the butterfly effect. Nate looked so bad that he's never fighting the UFC again. That's what f***ed him. Because remember, he was like, me and Conor get to it. I'm gonna do my thing. He's gonna do his. Yeah, but you looked awful. The UFC's never paying for that again. Not a chance. Not a chance. So you're not gonna get Conor DS3. That's out the window now. That's what was at stake for Nate that night. He looked so bad. The UFC's just not in that business anymore. They're not in the Nate Diaz business anymore. He fucked that up. And what else is interesting is, so there's two big losers from the Conor Max Holloway announcement. Nate Diaz is probably the biggest loser because the way, I'm not calling him a loser. I'm saying as far as losing the sweepstakes to fight Conor for the third time. I'm not calling him a loser. What I'm saying is his performance was such a shell of himself, the UFC's never going to sign him again. This is a fact. The other loser in all this is Charles Oliveira. Because Charles Oliveira fought for a BMF title against Max Holloway. If he would have won that fight by striking, or if he would have at least made it entertaining, he would have got the Conor McGregor sweepstakes. Because they want Conor to fight for a belt. He won the BMF by playing it safe, and he won, but he missed out on a huge opportunity because now the UFC went, oh, we're not going to bring Conor back. Even though we want him to fight for a belt for the BMF, we ain't going to rest and lay and pray with Charles Oliveira. No. Max, you down? Max like, yep. So even though Max lost that fight via decision to a bunch of fucking grappling, he actually won because he won the Conor sweepstakes. So Charles missed out. Boy, did he fuck up. And boy, did Nate fuck up. They both missed out on the Conor sweepstakes. And the winner of all this is Max Holloway, which is awesome.
Did anything change your opinion of Ronda Rousey? Because I think that was what, it almost felt like that was part of why she was coming back, because she wanted to have a better ending than she had in the UFC, which was...
I know for me personally, and I think I speak for a lot of people, like there was no redeeming qualities for this card, and in terms of, you know, making us better fans, Ronda, like she, I don't like how she carried herself. I don't like how she spoke. I think she's a narcissist, and I think she's got, you know, a lot of mental issues, and I think she needs to maybe go to therapy or something, because you know, I think she should have let that go a long time ago. If she said she'd come back, you know, for money, I get it. Okay, right? You're prize fighting. Come back, get a bag. Like, there's no redeeming quality about winning this fight. Like, you fought someone that hasn't fought in 17 years. Like, what are you proud of? There's nothing to be proud of there.
The numbers are officially in for Netflix's first ever MVP MMA event, headlined by Ronda Rousey versus Gina Carano. According to MVP and Netflix, the card averaged around 12.4 million live viewers globally and peaked at nearly 17 million viewers during the main event. In the United States alone, the event peaked at 11.6 million viewers, making it one of the most watched MMA broadcasts ever. The event also generated over $2.2 million in live gate revenue at the Intuit Dome in California. For comparison, Canelo vs. Terrence Crawford did 41 million viewers, Jake Paul vs. Anthony Joshua did 33 million viewers, and Jake Paul vs. Mike Tyson reportedly pulled around 108 million global viewers on Netflix, which still remains Netflix's biggest combat sports event ever. Jake Paul and Nakisa reacted to the official numbers by saying over 12 million viewers around the world tuned in live on Netflix, with viewership peaking at 17 million during Rousey vs. Carano, making it one of the most watched MMA events of all time. In the United States alone, the triple main card averaged 9.3 million viewers and peaked at 11.6 million viewers during the main event, making it the most watched MMA event ever in the US. The event also generated over 410 million impressions across MVP's owned social channels, a live gate exceeding $2.2 million, and saw terrific commercial premises distribution across bars, restaurants, casinos, and hospitality venues nationwide. MVP MMA was the most viewed MMA event in US history. Peak viewership of 17 million globally and 11.6 million in the US. Congrats to Ronda and Gina and every single fighter, person, and partner involved. MVP plus Netflix is an unstoppable force.
But does the White House event bring you right back into politics? It's on Trump's birthday.
It landed on Trump's birthday. It's the 250th birthday of America.
It's coming up. Yeah, I got true. It's
Well,
Flag
it's
Day.
not coming up.
It's Flag
That's
Day.
what we're celebrating.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
We're celebrating America's 250th birthday on the lawn of the White House, and there possibly couldn't be a greater honor than that, especially for me as an American. And I think that everybody thought that I was going to build a card, America versus the world, where we did the exact opposite. America is a country of immigrants that all came from somewhere else, and they're all going to be represented. I tried hard to have a Chinese fighter on the card too, but didn't work out.
I want to underline that for people who don't follow this. Like the old time WWF was, there's the Iron Sheik, and people could hate the foreigner, and you're saying you didn't want to do that.
Well, it wasn't about that. That wasn't my thought process. But it was, everybody thought that there was going to be, it's the 4th of July, it's the 250th birthday of America, an American versus, a foreigner, where hopefully all Americans win and America feels, no, we did the exact opposite. We are a global sport, and, I always have to deal with something bad going on in the world when you're a global sport. When the Russia and Ukraine war started, I had people going, are you going to have Russia? Yeah, we're going to have Russians fight. We have Russians under contract. This is how, my guys feed their families.
So you weren't going to be like the Olympics and say, can't compete.
I don't do that, And everybody that fights in the UFC, America's a free country. There's free speech, and, like I said, whoever you are, Sean Strickland.
One of the fighters you were just introducing, yeah.
He's a nightmare. A nightmare. Says horrible things about lots of different people, and, freedom of speech.